Okay, thank you for coming to our YouTube class today. Today it's going to be Tabata. So what that means, it's 20 seconds of an exercise followed by a 10-second rest. And you do that format throughout the entirety of the 30 minutes. We'll be taking about a 1-minute break every 4 minutes just to really regroup, get recharged. The way the format or the exercise we'll be doing today are a lot of combination of strength training. So hopefully you brought your dumbbells off to the side there, and a combination of just some higher intensity cardio moves as well. So I will start our Tabata playlist, and you'll hear this music start on. It'll tell you when to start, when to stop, and I'll take you through each exercise here. I'll start our timer. So the timer will be a little bit off as far as what the music will be having us do, but that is okay. All right, here we go. So for starters, we'll do a little warm up, and then the next 25 minutes will be the actual kind of the exercise we'll be doing. Well, let's start off with that walking hamstring. So back is nice and flat. Straighten that right foot out, point the toe up towards the ceiling, and then the left. Just bring those hands down. Good.
3, 2, 1.
Getting those hamstrings warmed up a little bit. Now arms forward. You can see that 10-second rest. For those rests, we'll kind of do like an arm movement for the warm up. You'll want those 10 seconds. Sunrise squats now. Arms up. Nice wide stance. Press up through your heels. Squeeze your glutes on the way up. Keep your core tight. So for those 10 seconds during the actual workout portion, you'll be using that as kind of a transition, setting the dumbbells down, or maybe just getting a quick rest, whatever. Let's do those reverse arm circles now. And now hamstring curls. So bring that heel up to your glutes. And get your arms involved a little bit too. Keeping those shoulders relaxed, squeezing your shoulder blades together as you bring your hands back. Good.
3, 2, 1, stop.
And now shoulder circles forward again. Shoulders be nice and warmed up here.
2,
Elbows at your side, bring your hands out. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, keep your chest open. Back is nice and flat, your core is engaged. Not overarching your back or rounding your back forward in any sort of way. Getting that good warm up going.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Excellent. And now reverse those shoulders back. We're gonna go into some
3, 2,
adapted jumping jacks here. So right leg out, left leg out, right leg out. Bring those hands, touch your hands every single time. You bring them above your head, bring them all the way together. Good.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Awesome. Now we're gonna go into some marches. So you bring those knee up towards your chest here when the
3, 2,
20 seconds starts, and right to left. Hands past your hips, drive your elbows back and hands up. Into that march. Start getting that heart rate up a little bit more. Sweat is starting to form here.
1, stop.
Awesome. Now, we'll go into that full jumping jack. Instead of side to side, I want you to do that full jumping jack. So jumping up, hands together on the way up towards your head. Always at your own pace for all these workouts. I want you to go at your own comfortable pace. Want to challenge yourself, but also want to be safe. Always focusing on form, making sure your form is the most important thing. Now, into those marches again, or you can go into more of a high knee jog. So driving those knees up towards your chest, hands past your hips. Good. Keep that up.
2, 1, stop. Recover.
Excellent. Okay, now we have our whole minute here. That's our warm-up, okay? So that's the warm-up. Now we're gonna go into every 5 minutes, we'll be changing up the exercise. There'll be 2 different exercises throughout those 5 minutes. We'll have our 1 minute break, and we'll go into the next. So the first one we're gonna be doing today, to grab some dumbbells. You can grab a heavier pair if you have a heavier pair. We're gonna do just a dumbbell deadlift. So always going within that range of motion your body allows you to go. Have your hands over your legs like that. Bring those hips back, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your abs, all the way down to a comfortable level. Keep those shoulders together, and then press up to your heels, squeezing your glutes. So this is a strength move, right? So you don't have to do this very fast. It's just more of a slow, controlled exercise. After that, you'll have your 20 seconds, 10-second rest. You're going to 20 seconds of power jacks, and that's hands above your head, feet together, dropping down into a sumo squat and jumping back up for the next 20 seconds. We'll be going back and forth between those 2 exercises for the next 4 minutes. So here we go. 20 seconds of this. Nice feet about shoulder width, between that shoulder width and hip width, keeping those shoulders together, not letting your head hyperextend. You want to keep your head, neck, and back all in line with each other. Okay, now we put the dumbbells off to the side. We're going back and forth a little bit here. So now into those power jacks. That's our strength move, the deadlift, and now into our cardio move, into those power jacks. And for that adapted version of this, you can go side to side for that lower impact power jack. And remember, we're dropping those hips back as you're jumping down.
3,
There.
1, stop.
Good. Now over to the dumbbells again. That's our first round. We got 3 more.
3, 2,
All right, shoulders
1,
together. Dropping those hips back. Pressing up through your heels. Squeezing your glutes up. Core is engaged, so our back is nice and flat. Having your head in line with your back, so your ears and shoulders directly over each other. Good. Dumbbell off to the side and back into those power jacks.
3, 2, 1, go.
Good. And you can always go that side to side power jack if you want.
Three, 2, 1, stop.
Good. Awesome. All right. Halfway through these 2 exercises. Grab your dumbbells.
3,
Here we
2,
go.
1, work.
Squeezing your glutes together, keeping your ears over your shoulders, not hyperextending your neck as you come forward, protecting your neck. Bring your shoulders together.
3,
Core is engaged.
2,
Squeeze.
1, stop.
Good. All right. Power jacks again. Here we go.
3, 2,
And begin those power jacks. I'm just going to adjust something on the settings really quick here. Power jacks. There we go. Dropping down. Good work.
2, 1, stop.
All right, now on to the deadlifts again. It's our last round of deadlifts. Let's make it count here.
3, 2, 1, work.
Good form. Always concentrate on your form. Always go bending down to whatever comfort level you have. So if you can go all the way to the floor, good for you. If you just got to go down just above the knees, that's fine too. Just squeezing your glutes on the way up and pressing up through your heels.
1, stop.
Good. Now into those power jacks.
3, 2, 1.
Arms above your head and drop down. Last time doing power jacks today. Let's make it count. Get as many as you can in. You got this.
2, 1, stop.
Awesome work.
Recover for
All
1
right,
minute.
we got 1 minute to recover. So 1 minute for me to show you our next two exercises. This next round is gonna be all strength. So we aren't gonna do a cardio move, but we're gonna make up for it throughout the remainder of the workout here. So with the strength, your first 20-second will be a dumbbell curl into an overhead press and back down just like that. You want to keep your core so your abs are engaged, your glutes are engaged. It's going to help keep your body upright, knee slightly bent, not just completely straight. The next one, so you have your 10-second rest, and you'll go into 20 seconds of a bent over row into a tricep extension. So you're probably going to have just a little bit lighter of a weight, especially for that tricep extension. Keeping that back nice and flat, right? So we aren't rounding forward, we also aren't overarching. Keeping that core, glutes engaged. But let's get into
3, 2,
our bicep curl to overhead press. Remember, our back is nice and straight up and down. Got your core, your abs are engaged, as well as your glutes. If you do not like this style of curl, go into a hammer style. It's like you're like holding a goblet or whatever.
2, 1, stop.
Good. Now into a bent over row. Bent over row to tricep extension.
1,
Keep those shoulders down towards your hips, elbows to your sides. Extend the arm. Back down and down. Good. Good work. You're working your back, you're working your triceps. It's a great overall exercise, especially the set we're doing. We're technically doing 4 exercises in 2, especially with that bicep curl to overhead press. You're working 2 muscle groups, and then into that bent over row to tricep extension, you're getting another 2 muscle groups, back and triceps. Good. Abs are tight, glutes are tight, straight up and down. It's gonna help raise those hands above your head as you're pressing up. Good work. And never stop in the middle of a repetition. So let's say he says stop as you're right here. Don't just let the weights fall. Complete the entire exercise. Good. You're doing great. All right, halfway through. I'm feeling that already. Just these first 2 rounds. Okay.
3.
Keep strong. Stay strong. We got this. Curl to press. Slowly raising them down in a controlled fashion. You don't want to just let them flop down. Slowly lower the weights in a controlled way.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Stop.
So notice I'm doing the entire rep, and you should too. So just because it says stop in the middle of the rep doesn't mean you got to stop. Finish it out. Bring those shoulder blades together as you're raising your weights up. Extend those arms, target those triceps. Be sure you're looking down, not down, but just in line with your back. So as I'm bent over like that, my gaze is at a diagonal angle like that, not looking up, not looking down. Protect that neck.
1, work.
All right, last round of these 2 exercises. Excellent. Finish out the entire exercise. There we go. Into the last bent over row to tricep extension.
1, go.
Shoulder blades together. Good work. Finish it out.
Recover for 1 minute.
Excellent. All right, we got 1 minute here. So the next two exercises, we'll go back to that cardio to strength move combo. So the first one, we'll start off with that cardio since we just did two strength moves back to back. So what the cardio move will be is a star jack. So what that looks like is you want to be slightly bent over, hands in front of your knees, jump up, extending those hips forward just like a jumping jack, hands above your head, bring your hands all the way up above your head, and then back down. So it's almost like a slight hip extension every single time you jump up. You can also do a lower impact version of that, side to side. It's gonna take a less toll on the joints, as well as kind of making you move at a little more slow, steady pace. After that, you'll come over, you can grab one heavy dumbbell or one light dumbbell, doesn't matter, and we'll go into squat. Just regular stance, pressing up through your heels, keeping that core engaged for that goblet squat.
3,
All right, here we go. Star jacks, here we come. Dropping those hips back, not letting those knees go past your toes when you're dropping down. So notice how my knees stay behind my toes, not having them come forward like that.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Awesome, now into a goblet squat, and let's do a regular stance. So feet just about shoulder width apart, parallel, and drop those hips down. Now you're gonna sit up in a chair, pressing up through your heels, keeping those shoulders back. Now you can use two dumbbells if you want. If you want to go a higher weight, I would just reuse one and just grab one heavier weight dumbbell. Let it kind of rest on your chest like that, hands out like so. All right, back to those star jacks. Here we come. We got a good interval here. These two exercises together, gonna be a great full body cardio combo.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Awesome. Now, with that goblet squat, instead of doing that regular stance, let's go into a sumo. So nice wide feet, keeping those knees out, right? We want them to track over the second and third toe of our feet. We don't want them coming inward. Pressing up through your heels. You got this.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Good. Dumbbell off to the side. Into our star jacks. We're already halfway through these two exercises.
1, work.
Remember, focus on form, right? So you can do side to side, you can go the full jump. I really want you to focus on form rather than more repetitions. All right, now back to those regular stance squats. So feet parallel, not outward like those sumos, and about shoulder width. Good. Good work. Back is nice and flat. Abs are engaged. So you're squeezing your abs, not letting them relax, because that's going to keep our whole body safe, our whole body contracted. And last round. Here we go. Star jacks, here we come. Doing great. Keep it up. We're already halfway through the workout here. Good work. All right. Now we'll go into that goblet squat, and I want you to go into a sumo again. So nice wide stance. Track those knees right over those toes. There you go. Not letting your knees cave in as you're doing that. Good work. Press up through your heels. Full body is strong.
2, 1, stop.
Excellent.
Recover for 1 minute.
Woo. 1 minute recovery, much needed. All right, next one, I want you to grab a lighter set of dumbbells. And I've had kind of a light set, so I have to do that. With this, we're gonna do a lateral raise. So I want you to keep those, remember, a light dumbbell with this. Keep those shoulders relaxed, so squeeze. And as you're keeping those shoulders down towards your hips, I want you to bring those shoulder blades closer together as you're raising your arms, okay? So you're gonna feel that within your shoulder blades, but then also through the entire shoulders as well. So you'll go into that. Remember, we wanna have tight abs, tight glutes, keeps our whole body straight in line. And then we're gonna drop into our cardio move for this round, and that's a skater. You can have that one leg back, jumping side to side, or you can do more of that shuffle for that lower impact. All right, got it? Good, good, good. Start with those dumbbells at our side.
3, 2, 1, work.
Here we go. And same thing, if don't just let the weights drop, kind of slowly bring them, lower them back down to your sides.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Good. Now, dumbbells off to the side and into that skater hop. Remember, you can go
3, 2,
with that foot back and into the balance or into a shuffle. Make sure you're bringing those hands past your hips. Doing great. Don't let your knee cave in towards the midline of your body, but also don't make them go too far out. You just want to keep them in line with the second and third toe of your foot.
3, 2, 1.
Good. And back into those lateral raises. Body is firm, so you're keeping your core, your abs, and your glutes all engaged. Slight bend in your knees. Slowly lower those weights back to your side.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Stop.
Off to the side and back into it with those skaters.
2,
Here we go.
1, go.
Back and forth. Here we go. Try to increase that jump length.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Good. Woo. All right. Lateral raises. Halfway through those two exercises. Let's get through this. We got this. And begin. Slowly lowering those weights back down towards your body. Keeping those shoulder blades together. Hands up. Good. Feeling that throughout your shoulders. And into your shoulder blades.
2, 1, stop.
Here we go. All right, into those skater hops. We got a 10-second transition. Try to increase that jump length or that step length if you're doing that shuffle version. Excellent work. Feeling that today. Happy Monday, everyone.
2, 1, stop.
Good. All right. Last round of these two. Thank goodness, right?
3,
Hands
2,
at your hips.
1, work.
And begin. Good work, last one. Those shoulders are spent now after that. All right, last round of skaters, here we come.
1, go.
Winter is coming. Got to get ready for those ice skaters. Back and forth. Here we go. Finish strong here. Last few seconds.
3, 2, 1, stop. Recover for 1 minute.
Awesome. All right, we got 1 minute, and we're gonna take it to the floor, okay? So, if you have a yoga mat, great. If not, just adapt to how, to a comfortable position onto the floor. So what we'll be doing here is push-ups mixed with, I'm gonna give you the option, a plank or a plank jack. That plank jack is gonna be more of that higher impact move. And the way that's gonna look is your hands can either be on your elbows for a higher difficult version or onto your hands. And you can either stand here for that plank or go into that plank jack. Let's bring those feet out and back in. Be sure you don't let those hips drop down every single repetition. You want to keep your abs engaged the whole time. That's very important to keep that lower back safe. And then we'll go into that strength move of a push-up. So hands about shoulder width, dropping down. You can also go from your knees or have your hands on an elevated surface like a wall or even a couch or countertop. That's going to be a lower impact push-up for that. But let's start off with that plank. And that plank jack is not only going to be strength, but it's going to be a lot of cardio too. So I wanted to kind of keep that format of cardio to strength.
3, 2,
Keeping your hips straight and in line with your back, not letting your hips dip down towards the floor. Core, abs are engaged the whole time. And now into some push-ups. And go about shoulder width with your hands. You can go from your knees like I'm doing. You can also go from your feet if you would like for that higher impact. For that lowest impact, go from an elevated surface like that. That's going to give you less resistance. Fighting against gravity, less. All right, into those plank jacks again. Or plank, whatever you want. You can make it a plank jack. Your choice. That plank is obviously going to be isolated strength. Plank jack is going to be strength mixed with cardio.
3, 2, 1, stop.
Good work. Now, if you would like, narrow up that push-up a little. Maybe you could bring your hands a little closer together. You can have them touching or just closer in general. You're going to target a little bit different muscles with that. Into your triceps. Good. Into your back, even into that scapula area, the shoulder blades area.
2, 1, stop.
Excellent. Woo, feeling that. And then back into our planks.
3, 2, 1, work.
Good. Stay strong. You got this. Now I'm going to go into a plank after those plank jacks. I noticed my form was going down a little bit, so take it down a notch. If you notice that your form is starting to fail a little bit, take a step back, go into a different impact of it as well. All right, back to those push-ups. You can do narrow or shoulder width, whatever you want. It's up to you. We're almost done. Thank goodness. 30 minutes, all it takes.
2, 1, stop.
Good. And that is quite the transition from a plank to a push-up. Really forces you to be isolating using your entire core strength. All right, last plank or plank jack of the day. I'm gonna stay at a plank. If you would like, go right into that plank jack. But I'm gonna protect my back.
3, 2,
Like I said, I noticed my form was starting to fail. So going back into that regular plank and back into now a push-up.
2,
You can go narrow, wide, whatever you want. Good. Last push-ups of the day.
2, 1, stop. Recover for 1 minute.
We're going to cover a lot more than 1 minute. The workout is done for us. Good work, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Stay tuned for our Healthier Together channel. We'll be back at it again next week. New video every Monday. If you don't make it for the live class, all our videos are saved onto our playlist and onto our YouTube channel. You can find over 1,000 different workouts to choose from strength, Tabata, like this, straight cardio, yoga, restorative stretches, all that good stuff. So tune in, and we will see you all in a few weeks.